everybody, this is Angela Savage, the daughter of IndyCar driver Swede Savage. It's time to watch stories from motorsports. My buddy, Doug Kenny, loves to share the journey of people in racing, and he is an amazing dude. Drivers, owners, fans, and team members, watch the SFM podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny from Stories from Motorsports. I'd like to thank my buddy Josh Mabe for the YouTube work he did years ago that inspired me to create this platform. I'd like to thank my buddy Victor Sifton for convincing me to get back into it after my hiatus from 2017 to 2019. I have a very special treat for you all today with an amazing journey from an amazing racing figure. Drivers, start your engines.
And so whenever I had first went out, like the story I told you where I basically butchered my first time ever being in the car or even being on a short track, I didn't have a radio as my coach, so it's not like he could have told me, like, hey, don't do that. I kind of just, like, went out there, didn't really know. It was like, okay, I'm in the car, so let's just try this.
Yeah. So, what's the closest you've come to victory so far? Second place, third place?
Honestly, we haven't gotten too far into the season yet for me to have come up that far. The closest to even being in top 5 was the Powder Puff race when I got top 3. Other than that, but that was the only time. But for this season, we just haven't had enough laps or enough races, into the season to have gotten that much experience to be up there yet.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get there eventually because looks like your track is very supportive of your effort.
I would like to think they are. There's a lot of very skilled drivers that have been out there a lot longer than I have. We have a couple veterans out there that have just been in the division for a while, and they've really gotten it down. Like, they know exactly, where to not push over that 24-second rule and just basically bringing it home to victory and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that I need to push myself to be as good as them.
Yeah, tracks do have to be equal to all the drivers, obviously. So, yeah, makes sense. So yeah, you could probably, if you ever rise up to the ranks, you could probably be as good as like Amy Ruman in the Trans Am series, or even the next Danica Patrick. You never know. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, where can people find you?
Like social media or in person?
Both.
So I do have my racing page on Facebook. It's Missy Melissa's Racing. It's pretty easy to find. I have Instagram, which is Missy_Melissa129. And I do have TikTok that I'm a little bit more active on there just because it's more of a popular app. That is Missy_Melissa129 with an additional 9 because my first one had gotten banned. Love that.
Yeah, why'd it get banned?
What was it? They flagged it as a dangerous video, but it was like a bunch of like us during burnouts and just being little hooligans with our cars and stuff like that. It was a basic like recap video that, yeah.
Yeah.
And I do have YouTube, and that is the same username as my Instagram.
Got it. So this is my final question, which is how can your journey impact race fans?
Honestly, I would really like to help inspire other women that have been in my shoes that are nervous to get into more of a male-dominated sport and as well as like to push like any other underdog that didn't come from money or didn't come from a race family, that honestly, if this is what you want, to push for it. Like, it doesn't matter how long it takes, just push for it. You know what I mean? Like, network, go to your local track, meet people, learn as much as you can. Like, for example, for me, like, when I first talked to Eddie about becoming a driver, I stayed up so late at night with a notebook watching old Bomber A recap videos and was like writing questions, was writing notes. Even after any of my races I've done, I've made notes or questions that like I thought of after the race and stuff like that. Just basically don't give up, push for it if this is something that you would really want.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think you'll rise through the ranks over the years. I believe in you.
I appreciate that a lot.
And I'm always about thinking, and I personally feel that racing is for everyone, not just men, but women, you know?
Right.
I hope we get to a point where it's not so male-dominated anymore, and it can be a sport for everyone. That's my hope.
Yeah, I hope that as well. It's just also not all women are into it, which we all get. Like, the ones that are into it, we understand that we're a little bit different. And that's kind of where, you know, we all get along in that field, is we're a little bit different, we like something different, and we work for something different, which makes us a little bit more unique.
Yeah. Danica Patrick was able to prove that motorsports can be for women as well, because she came within a few laps of winning the Indianapolis 500, if you remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it'll take some time, but hopefully that happens.
Right. Yeah, I definitely would love to move up and become somebody, be somebody, because honestly, I'm afraid of being average, so...
You know, as a racer, you want more, you know?
Of course. Every single time I go out there, I'm pushing just to be better, even if it's something smaller. If it's just handling the car, working with the car better, moving a better spot, doing something different to be better, anything is worth it.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, when you meet your heroes, when you meet drivers, you know, every time you just get a little greedy and want to meet more and make more connections. Right. Yeah, so that's all I have for now, but I thank you for coming on.
Of course, thank you for having me.
No problem. Did you enjoy it?
Yes I did. I was a little nervous because it's my first podcast and I'm a little bit of an awkward person, but it was definitely good. I appreciate it.
No problem. So everybody, let's thank Missy Melissa for appearing on SFM, and we'll see you next time for the next episode. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit like and subscribe if you did so, and please continue supporting our amazing guest. And everybody, we'll see you next time on SFM.
Hi, this is Ted Warner speaking. While the checkered flag is waved for this program, stay tuned for next week for the next episode of SFM. Thanks to Doug Kenny for what he does for motorsports.